Whew. All right, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I feel like it's been a few weeks, actually. So I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. I'm tired. I am tired. When I started this year off, I said of all these things I wanted to do, I did all the things that I said I wanted to do. I said I wanted to have fun this year. I did that. And let me tell you, here we are knocking at October. I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. I am ready to pack these things up and put it on the shelf for a few months. I really am. Now, the things that you're going to see over the next few months are things that I filmed over the summer. Can't lie, I'm probably not going to take a break like I want to, but the intention is to shoot as least as possible. Why? I'll tell you why. I want to take a break and I want to start writing my shorts. I want to start writing my short films and really being intentional about what I'm writing and not just casually writing. I've done that too much over the last almost 8 years through the network. And before that, I was trying to get some scripted content off the ground before I started the network. And it never really took off. So I'm ready to seriously move into that lane. I've already talked about where my next phase is going and the things that I'm just, been tired of doing and how I'm moving on. But I do want to talk to y'all about the new content that is being rolled out here at the Uprising Network. First things first, we do have season 3 of Gotta Eat on the way back. We've had all ages from like 4 to knocking on 70. We had all age, huge age range for this upcoming season of Gotta Eat, which is going to be cool to see as well. Then we have Gas Money with my guy Trey. I work with Trey. Trey was on season 2 of Gotta Eat. I will say that over the years, I haven't had a lot of guys like under the Uprising Network umbrella. Of course, I had the Big Play Clay Show. I've had the Casuals. I had Steve, which Steve dropped a few things here and there. Not really a whole lot. But yeah, nonetheless, I haven't had a lot of guys. My nose. My allergies. Okay. All right. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of guys over the years. So with Trey, I work with Trey. I see him every day. I just see his role on our team at work is basically he's the one you'll see out at events, just talking amongst the people. And as I working with Trey, I was like, oh, he'd be a good idea for Gas Money. And what Gas Money is basically a show that's just going to showcase what the trade looks and feels like. But in the midst of you seeing what the traders specifically, look and feel like, you're going to get some Detroit-based trivia at the same time. And if you win some, answer some questions correctly, you can throw some gas in your tank. We in the Motor City. Why not? Right? So without giving too much away, wait for more promo for the show. We went down to Dally in the Alley and we spent a few hours down there. I think I'd be able to cut up like 3 episodes from there. Next will be at the tailgate, the Detroit Lions tailgate, their next Monday Night Football game in October. I haven't even told Trey this, but that's where we'll be. So my thought process here is, like I said, I wanted to show what Detroit look and feel like, what the traders look and feel like from all spectrums. Detroit is a hell of a black city, sure, but we want to show the full spectrum, and also not just downtown. We want to go actually into the city and get to know people and some Detroit trivia and just seeing what the personality and the culture of Detroit really is like. So that's my mission with Trey. With Girl Meets World. I told y'all before that I believe I said I shot a reality show. But as I'm editing the show, I'm like, I'm not sure quite what to call it right now. It has definitely a reality show feel, but it also could be a docuseries, man. It's just a story of a young woman that is just trying to figure out herself. She's on a journey of trying to just put the pieces back together, within her career and with all the things that she got going on, and newly being single, and falling out with old friends. This show isn't just going to be all highlights, bro. This is definitely going to be showing you the roller coasters of like I said, this young woman trying to figure it out with her music and hosting and jobs and like friendships and, you know, dating and things like, you're going to see all that within Girl Meets World. And I'm excited to show y'all a little bit about what it took to pull it together. I feel like I've talked about this before, but I'm gonna talk about it again. I had the idea, boom, I want to shoot a show, really more like a documentary, but it's like, I don't know how to put together a I love documentaries. That's what I want to go into as well. What happened in Detroit, Detroit documentaries. So, but also I want to have particular subjects and people I want to study and document as well. And I'm like, how do I do that? All right, let me try to do a reality show. I mentioned that line was the first one I thought of. Fast forward, she's the one I stuck with. And from day one that we started filming, after that first day, I knew I made the right decision. It didn't take much to convince her. My pitch literally was, you know, on the lines of, yo, I bring what I do to the table. You bring what you do to the table. It don't cost us nothing. All we can do is go up from there. That's all we could do. And, you know, and she was at a time where, you'll see, she was at a time where she was crashing out, like personally crashing out, and I called at the right time. And let me tell you, it's been a hell of a journey over the last, how long I've been with her now? About 3 months. July 3rd was our first day of filming. So July, August, here we are, September. And it's been a great time. Delon is so fun to be around. Great personality. I don't want to make too many comparisons for her, but if I had to compare her personality, she gives me very much Keke Palmer. Very much so. I feel like Lon can literally do whatever you throw at her. Whatever it is you throw at her. And I'm gonna test my theory out with that, you know, based on this show and go from there. So I'm thankful to have Lon a part of the network, and she's thankful that and appreciative that I reached out to her. So it just goes hand in hand. We work very well together, and I feel like this relationship with me and her is going to take both of us some places. What else I got coming? I got some things that's in the works that a drop when it's ready. I don't want to talk too much about it happened in Detroit because that's coming along. 6 championship drive with the Pistons. I didn't even drop my second promo video for that. I'm filming this on Tuesday evening. I'm not even sure what date it is. Alexa, what's today's date?
Today is Tuesday, September 30th.
September 30th. I'm filming this. And like I said, every idea that I have for a Piston shirt, I'm just gonna drop it. I'm just gonna drop it. And whatever happens, happens, whether I do well or not. Like, I gotta get these ideas off. I gotta get these ideas off so I can move along. I got a list of things I did want to talk about. What else did I want to say? I don't want to talk too much. I feel like I ramble quite a bit on these new shows. Community and collaboration. One thing I'm noticing is there are a lot of people doing the exact same thing. It's just locally. Not even gonna say what types, because then if I start saying specifics, it's gonna feel like I'm shooting at something. Not. But there's a lot of people doing the exact same thing, and I don't get why I don't see. Sure, there is some collaboration within their own things, but I mean, like the entities themselves, I don't understand why there aren't more people building something to be bigger. But as I thought about it, I'm like, everybody want to be the main character, bro. Everybody want to be the reason that something happens. Everybody want to be the reason, right? But I can also tell you that the main reason that I'm at this stage with the Uprising Network and the people that I've met over these years is because I'm not afraid to reach out to the people that are to the left and to the right of me. If I see that you're serious and you're passionate about what you do and you're consistent with what you do, I'm gonna reach out to you. I'm gonna reach out to you, especially like now where I am with the network. I don't want to do no more podcasts. I don't want to do no more talk shows. So I'm completely off of those. I'm off of those unless I do one for me. Unless I do for me or my son want to do one at some point. Other than that, I'm completely straight. Outside of already what I got going with Jen. But yeah, I'm completely off of that. So with that said, with the collaboration, I feel like I'm at the stage now where I need to be, not need to be. I know I've also said this before that, yo, it's my turn. I am the artist. I am the artist of the Uprising Network. And I have all these artists working that I work with. You know, the idea of giving people their own show, like, all right, we got like a set and we show up every week, all that shit is over with, right? So I'm reverting back to my days as Respect the Shooter. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about my days as Respect the Shooter. When I first started with Respect the Shooter, I couldn't get nobody to allow me to shoot their videos. Nobody. The first person that said yes was the Loopers. Loopers, if you're not familiar with the Loopers, go look them up. You know, when I was picked up a camera, people was like, "Oh, man, you a rapper? Why are you trying to shoot my video? Don't you rap?" Da, da, da. And that's why they were saying no. They just didn't take me serious. I'm gonna get to a point. They didn't take me serious. So I'm going around asking everybody, like after, I'm gonna say roughly about like 7 to 10 people. I already knew the Loopers beforehand, right? So I'm like, man, let me shoot your video. He was like, bro, people actually shoot my videos all the time. People actually shoot my videos all the time. So, man, bro, just don't be on no BS, bro. I'm like, dude, I'm serious. What's the song you want to shoot? He was like, man, let's shoot Cartier's. The next day we shot the video. The day after that, I gave him the video. I believe the day after that, we dropped the video. So in a 2-day span, 3-day span, I asked him, shot the video, delivered. Like 2 days after that, we shot another video, Tunk. Crazy video. I look at that video now and be like, bro, if I had to shoot that video again, I don't know how I would do it. That video was different. It's a Looper's Tunk. I shot it. I'm not even sure if I was Respect the Shooter at that point. So we shot that video. About a week later, he's on the blogs. So Loopers is on the blogs. Once people start seeing him on the blogs, this is still blog era. This is like 2011, top of 2011, like spring. Excuse me. So during the blog era, the first one that picked him up, Fader Magazine. Fader Magazine was a relatively big deal back in the blog era days. Not necessarily the blog sites like we know, but if you were in the Fader Mag, you were getting noticed. And after that, he started rolling with Danny Brown, and from that, he was on his own path. So essentially, took off. So when I did that, I was like, wait, okay. So I picked up a camera because this sector of artists that weren't being highlighted, I through the videos, the visuals, which were, I can't lie, they were definitely his concepts. I shot them and edited them and things like that. So I was able to amplify who he is as an artist. And he did get, I don't know if he signed with Danny, but he's been running with Danny Brown for years, and he's been doing world tours around the world. He just dropped the album like within the past week. I haven't seen him in a minute, but when I do see him, it be all love. He like 7 feet tall. It be all love. He embraced me every time he see me. And then from there, I started doing that with a handful of other artists. And once they got some motion, I was like, yo, I could continue doing this until artists start getting some motion. And then once they get some motion, they start shooting with somebody else. Very much like when you remember seeing the Genius doc when Kanye was shooting with Cootie and Chike. And then he wanted, I think, Hype Williams to shoot the Jesus Walks. Very much like that. a handful of times. And that's where it dwindles down to, oh, no. Then we get to the point of I stopped doing that type of thing where I take an artist and I start shooting all that shit for free. I got past that. So now I am providing a service. Now I'm shooting videos for artists that I don't really care for. Don't really care for. But the artists that I'm like, bro, you mean to tell me that I can, with my camera, I can help artists get deals? But then it got to the point where right now I feel like I'm rambling, but it feels good, so I'm gonna keep it going. Then it started to feel like, on all the blogs back then, I talked about this plenty of times too. All the videos that I was shooting would get nominated for awards and be on lists at the end of the year. But I wouldn't be nominated as best director at all. Amongst 15 best directors in the category, they wouldn't even put Respect the Shooter in the category. But meanwhile, my videos is nominated. Then when the artists start getting this emotion and shit like that, now they don't want to shoot with me no more. That's why I fell out of love with music videos, because it then turned me into having to provide a service, and I'm straight on that. Now, bring that into 2025. Bring that into 2025. I'm going back to basics. I'm going to meet artists, people, influencers where they are. I don't necessarily have to bring them into my world. I am just going to produce them where they are. So when you look at somebody like Lana LaDonna, she's already got some shit going on. Now it's my turn to grab my paintbrush and, whip it up. I'm doing my thing, and I'm already meeting her where she at. She ain't got to go out of her way to show up to the studio every week, we got to be on a schedule. No, it's just we film when we film and then we move on. Sort of like when I was working with rappers. So I'm gonna take a couple people just like that, the way I used to do it with the rappers, and then we're gonna try to, amplify them. Not to say that I'm making them in any kind of way, but to amplify who they are by meeting them where they are. Can't forget to mention my girl Elena too. Elena, I don't even want to call her an intern. She's one of my creative partners as well. She hit me saying she's ready to be in front of the camera too. So I'm gonna find some things. I got some ideas for her, but I'm gonna find some more things for her to do because she wants to be in front of the camera, and she gonna be a dog. She gonna be a dog. Trust me. I didn't mention the stuff in the shop. I mentioned the Pistons drop and some other drops that I'm doing. Man, I also, when I take a break, I want to focus on the shop as well. I don't really want to do much video stuff. I want to work on things that's going to bring me some finances. That's what I want to do. I want to work on some things that's going to actually generate some money at a faster rate, So when you cop anything through the Uprising shop, I have a car air freshener for you while supplies last. I'm probably going to keep a bunch of these. I probably rotate them every time I run out. But with this fragrance here, new car smell. That's not what it's technically called, but the people that I gave a few to, they told me that it smells like after their car get detailed. So that's what I'm rolling with. New car smell. I wanted it fresh air based on the clouds and things like that. But new car smell works just fine. And also, I got lighters. Who don't need a lighter? Whether you light a candle, whether you go into the clouds, who don't need a candle? I got a variety of colors, and they are free when you purchase a shirt, you purchase a hoodie, you purchase anything through the Uprising shop. All right, what else did I say I wanted to talk to? Oh, to go back to my point about community and collaboration. While I'm on this break, I'm going to reach out to any creator that I respect. Any creator, local creator, not even going to say local. I ain't going to say local. I ain't going to limit it to local. But I'm talking about local. I am 100% going to reach out to some people that I respect just to get to know them. Just to get to know them. Just to meet them. I can't seem to always keep my thumb on the streets of these spaces and to know when these events are happening. Like I said, I always feel like, damn, like how do I keep up with everything that's going on local? What's up with all these events that I always miss out on that I'd be glad to be a part of, but I keep missing? So I'm just going to reach out to people directly and chop it up with them that way. I feel like that's a good look, right? I got to get back to vlogging. It's too much cool stuff happening around in my life right now and things that I'm seeing to not vlog anymore. I haven't dropped a vlog in forever. Like probably the last one I did was like in April maybe was the last one. And honestly, I have not vlogged at all, like literally at all this summer. Didn't vlog at all. But I did before I dropped the Girl Meets World little promo video we did, which the commercials are going to be very much more polished. When we did that, I had to walk. Not had to. Well, no, had to. Like my heart racing after I dropped that promo video online because I know what it's about to do. I'm not promising no views. I'm not promising no accolades. All I can tell you is I know what it's going to do for the both of us. I know what it's going to do for the both of us. And I can tell you this, when in the beginning, when I started working with Line, it felt like anytime we was out, people were trying to hire me to work with them just by standing next to her. Just by standing next to her. She that type of influencer. Like my heart was racing when it's like, all right, because we've shot all summer. We shot all summer. I got an actual show. And the whole reason that we got here, being transparent, I watch from afar. I watch what's going on Zeus. And I'm like, yo, ain't no way in hell I'm doing baddies. Hell no. Hell no. It was one day we filmed Girl Meets World, and it was the day when at Swankaposh when her and some former friends of hers, I ain't gonna say multiple, her and a former friend of hers got into it kind of crazy. And after it was over, I was definitely overstimulated. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how the hell do they film all them episodes of baddies with all them girls fighting all the time like that? They didn't even throw no punches that day at Swankaposh. And I was burnt when that was done. I was burnt out. So my point is, I'm like, I need somebody that's going to jump off the screen. I need somebody who is colorful, got bright personality, got all these things going on that young girls going to want to watch. Old women might want to hate. I take that back. I don't mean that. I hope everybody loves Line. But she got haters for sure. That's 1,000%. But so much going on. I was so excited about it, man. I walked for 2 whole hours after I dropped that last Tuesday. 2 whole hours. Let me see. Let me pull my steps up on Tuesday. Hold on. I should be able to pull this up, right? I did it when I went to Vegas. Health. Let's see. Steps. Tuesday. 13,000 steps. My average is about 3,000 to 5,000 a day. Less than 5,000 a day on average. Tuesday, 14. This was Tuesday. See that number? That was when I walked. That's when I walked after I dropped that promo video for Line, bro. After that, I immediately went for a walk. That's how much I believe in what's about to happen. I do. What else I got to say? I feel like I've been talking so long. What's on my list? Hold on. That's pretty much it. But also, since I said that I want to shut it down, it's probably gonna be my last Sincerely Yours. I don't want to say the rest of the year, but I will say you probably won't see another one of these until like maybe to wrap the year up. one thing that's definitely not happening, and I know I did say at the top of the year, I want to do a day where like all of my game shows, do an event day of all Uprising Network events and film all of them. And I want to do it New Year's Eve. That ain't happening. I'm burnt out. I am burnt out. I've been hitting the gas since January 1st. I'm done. So you may see me again before this year over with. You may not see me again, at least on this platform before the year's over with, because I really don't have a whole lot to say. Also, I'm gonna say this. If you got this far, Black Tech Saturday, hold us. Hold everybody with that won. I won the contest a few months ago, and part of the contest was to win a contract to shoot their digital empowerment summit. I believe that's what it was called, which was a pretty big deal for them. It was like a convention, not even like a convention for Black Tech Saturdays. And as one of the winners, I was supposed to receive a contract to shoot and get paid for shooting the event. Sent the email, never got it. And come to find out, none of the winners of that contest got their contract. So we'll see how they go. None of the winners did. I've been in contact with other winners. They did not, nobody did. So I felt a way about that, very much so, because they also have another competition for some more money. But in order to be in that competition, you have to use some of the footage from the Digital Empowerment Summit. So I wasn't contracted to shoot, so I wasn't going up there to shoot nothing for free. I wasn't contracted to shoot, therefore I can't even participate in the next contest to win some more money. So that sucks. Did I feel the way? Hell yeah, I felt the way. I wasn't gonna bash them publicly, but this is my format and that's the truth. That's the truth. They hold us. That's it, man. So until next time, when I see y'all, yeah, until next time. That's it. I don't think I have anything else to say. Thanks for supporting the network. Please continue to follow, subscribe, like, share, all of that. Yeah. Thank y'all for everything, man. This was fun. Whew.